Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Troy Trojans taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Red Wolves will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Troy's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And the Trojans want to move quickly. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Terry. Touchdown, Arkansas State! What a catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. That's caught. It's Durham.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
Took a shot as he threw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Trojans will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Just goes right through the wicket, brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking to pass. Finds his tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line.
He is smashing people. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 60, set to advance on the play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement. David, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He'll get rid of it. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Troy! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Coming after it.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football, be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots. Field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Shakes off the tackler. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. That last drive, really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Might as well give it to him again. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. Makes his connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's going to pass. Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Wolves. What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
The Trojans moving quickly to the line. The play-action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down because the...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He wants to throw here on second down. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He see these windows. They're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball away.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They're trying to get to it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because the
flying out to the left. He's inside the 40, the 20, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Troy.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback checking the play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The Red Wolves are on the move. They'll go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Using his legs to buy some time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Steps away. He'll pull it down. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made...
And the pass is intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Picks up 3. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Off the play fake on first down. He's going for it all. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass on second down. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
The Trojans will hustle to the line. Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Here comes the option. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You know, as a defense, you would have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll give it to him again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On second down, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Everett. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Red Wolves are flying down the field. To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Wide out in motion. And back to the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys.
Off he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. The back goes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF has had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 21 to Rice. He'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And running backs are so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Horn. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this defense is used to seeing this fullback just slam up on in there trying to block people. Now you release him out of the backfield to see if you can catch the defense off guard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Witherspoon. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. He's looking to throw it. He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Quarterback will keep it. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. And here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the 4th quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And he's running in the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. And there's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. A shot toward the end zone, and it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
I think a big key in this team's success ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Coates.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The give as they work on that clock. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Everything going the offense's way. Trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Gonna run it. It's Coates. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. After after the pickup of 9. It's 2nd and 1.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situation.